All right, guys, Evil Dead Burn just got out of the theater. What do I think about it? Let's go out and talk about it. Just got done watching Evil Dead Burn. So here's my out of the theater reactions to the movie. Is it the best Evil Dead? No. Is it the bottom? Maybe. I mean, if you're going the original three, I've kind of got it broken up into two trilogies right now. We got the first trilogy, which would be the Bruce Campbell 1, 2, and Army of Darkness. And then the new trilogy, which would be Evil Dead Rise, Evil Dead Burn. It's, of the new trilogy, it's the bottom. However, that doesn't mean it's bad. It was a hell of a lot of fun. It doesn't have the level of gore that like Evil Dead Rise had, partially just because that elevator scene in Evil Dead Rise kind of, sets that off the scale. Lots of good gore, lots of good effects. This one seemed to be a little bit more serious. It didn't quite have, it still had like a level of Evil Dead humor, but not to the extreme, like especially like the original trilogy. The new trilogy seems to be a little bit more serious, and honestly, like, there's still enough humor to make it an Evil Dead flick, but it's not like totally goofy at points like Bruce Campbell could be. Not that there's anything wrong with it. I love the original Evil Dead the original Evil Dead movies, but it doesn't rise to a slapsticky level of like Army of Darkness. The effects, the practical and the digital and the VFX were absolutely fantastic and amazing. There's some really, really good effects. Some of the camera work is absolutely fantastic. It elevates what would be some normal scenes to just absolutely fantastic. And it really helped set the movie apart from some other just general horror flicks. I like the fact that they're starting to build do more world building and more connective tissue between some of the movies. And I'll be really interested to see what Evil Dead Wrath does to continue on the way things end. It is a little long. It's just shy of 2 hours. It's like an hour and 50 minutes. It could have used a little bit of editing. The beginning part kind of drags on a little bit, but once it gets going, it's pretty relentless. Whenever they launched that first trailer, the scene where they're throwing each other around in the house and she's crawling around, is like, that whole sequence is like the full sequence and the context of it is fantastic. Be sure to stick around. There are 2 after credits. There's one mid-credit scene, and there is one at the very, very end after all the credits are done. So be sure to stick around for both credits. You will not be sorry. So I would definitely, if you're a horror fan, especially if you're an Evil Dead fan, definitely recommend it. Like I said, it wasn't my favorite of the Evil Dead movies, but it's still a fantastic, fun watch. So thanks for stopping in at our darkest fears. Go check out the movies, and I'll see you in the graveyard. Bye.